This AI agent now runs your entire insurance agency, creates customer support tickets, logs new insurance claims, and also generates the drafts for policies so that your team doesn't have to spend time writing them. It schedules appointments so that there's no back and forth over the phone, creates customer support tickets to immediately resolve issues, logs new insurance claims, and even generates drafts of tailored policies, and also answers every question the customer might have. And so right now what I'm gonna do is just place a really quick demo call so that you can see all of the agent's functionalities. As the call goes on, I'm going to be showing you this CRM, which I have here. It's going to be storing all of those claims, as well as creating tickets inside of this ticket center, as well as this knowledge base, which we're going to use to ask the agent questions and see if it can properly answer them. Let's go ahead and start.
Hey there, this is Eric from Atlas Insurance. How can I help today?
Yeah, hi there, Eric. So, I'm new to insurance. I'm 20. I just bought my first home. I was just suggested to right off the bat get home insurance. And then also I was looking towards life insurance too. So can we sort something out?
Congratulations on your first home. That is such an exciting milestone. I can certainly help you explore both homeowners and life insurance options to protect your new investment and your future. To get started, may I have your full name? And could you confirm if your new home is located in California, Oregon, or Washington?
Up in Seattle. So I'm in Washington.
That is great. Seattle is a beautiful area. Since you are looking for both homeowners and life insurance, let's start with the home. Could you tell me your full name and give me a rough idea of the value of your new home?
Yeah, my name is Azim Kodarov. So first name is spelled Azim. Last name is spelled Kodirov. And the rough value of the home, I think it was around $640,000, I believe.
Thanks for that information, Azim. Just to double check, is your first name spelled Azeem or Azim? Also, since you're new to insurance, do you have any prior claims or existing coverage we should know about?
No existing claims or coverage or any of that. My name is spelled with an I, so it's Azim.
Got it. Thank you for clarifying the spelling, Azim. Since we are looking at both home and life insurance, let's finish up the details for your home first. Could you tell me a little bit about the property, like if it is a single family home or a condo, and if you have any specific concerns you want to make sure are covered?
It's a single family home. I'm basically living alone here, and I think that's really all I need to cover in this case.
That sounds like a great start for your home insurance. Now, moving on to the life insurance side, since you mentioned being interested in that as well, could you tell me if you're looking for individual coverage and what your primary goal is, such as family protection or perhaps income replacement?
Yeah, individual coverage, and the goal is just income replacement, honestly.
That makes sense, especially as a new homeowner. To wrap up the life insurance details, could you tell me your age and if there is any other helpful information you would like to share? Though please avoid any specific health details.
Yeah, I'm 20, as I said before.
Thank you for those details, Azim. To summarize, you are a 20-year-old first-time homeowner in Seattle, Washington, looking to protect your new $640,000 single-family home and establish individual life insurance for income replacement. You have no prior insurance history or claims, and you are looking for a solid foundation as you start this new chapter. Does that sound like an accurate summary of what you are looking for?
Yeah, 100%. How should we proceed now?
Since we had a little hiccup with the draft, the best way to move forward is for me to create a support ticket so one of our advisors can review your details and get back to you. Could you let me know how urgent this is for you and whether you'd prefer we reach out via email or...
As we can see here, it went along this branch, and in just a very non-technical way, what this does is it uses AI to handcraft and tailor an insurance policy to the person by using their call details, and then it pretty much goes ahead, creates that policy, and then in real life it would probably send your team an email. And checking my email here, I can see that a new policy draft was generated. So if I click inside of here, it goes ahead and it actually provides me a summary of the individual. So over here it gets my name, it gets a description of me, and it even sends over this document link. So as we can see here, this is just a very tailored insurance policy. So that is just a very nice way to give some upfront value, because in my experience, insurance agencies take the longest time ever to spin up something tangible for their team to make sure that the person receives some value and chooses you as their coverage provider. So this is just a very nice element, as you can see here. And this is just one of the agent's functionalities. So now we're going to go ahead and demo the other ones. And so demoing all of the 4 other features might be a little excessive. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate only 2 more to you. And that's going to be the consultation booking as well as the answering of questions. So now let's go ahead and book that consultation.
Hey there, this is Eric from Atlas Insurance. How can I help today?
Hi there. So I just recently went ahead and filed for a life insurance and a home insurance policy. And I was just wondering if I can go ahead and schedule a consult or some sort of discussion with you, because I wanted to get some more insight into the process.
I can certainly help you schedule an appointment with one of our advisors to discuss your new life and home insurance policies. To get started, what date or time range would work best for you?
Maybe on Friday at around 12 p.m. is an ideal time. Not sure when you're available, but that would be my ideal time.
I apologize, but it looks like there are no appointments available on Friday, December 26th at 12 p.m. Would you like to try a different day or time? I'm happy to help you find another time for your appointment whenever you're ready.
So I was thinking maybe on Friday at 12 p.m. is a good time.
Great. It looks like Friday, December 26th at 12 p.m. is available. May I go ahead and book this appointment for you? Also, what is your full name and what would you like to discuss during this consultation?
Yeah, my name is Azim Kodarov, so it's spelled Azim, and then my last name is Kodirov. And the reason for this consultation, as I said, it was just to gain more insight into the process, because I'm not very experienced with life or home insurance, so I need to know what we're doing.
All right, Azim, I've booked your appointment for Friday, December 26th at 12 p.m. You'll be discussing the life and home insurance process to gain more insight into how everything works. You'll receive a confirmation shortly.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. And I also actually had a few questions about additional coverage that you may or may not provide, so I was wondering if this is a good time to go ahead and ask them.
I'd be happy to answer those questions for you right now. What kind of additional coverage were you curious about? Just so you know, we offer a wide range of personal, commercial, and life and health options in California, Oregon, and Washington.
Yes, I was wondering about your workers' compensation because I actually own a business, and just the workers' compensation insurance is so important if anything that happens.
Workers' compensation is definitely a vital part of protecting your business and your employees. It generally covers medical expenses, lost wages, and rehabilitation costs for any work-related injuries or illnesses. Since you're interested in commercial coverage, could you tell me what kind of business you operate and approximately how many employees you have?
I don't think that would be as important right now as commercial auto insurance. What are your commercial auto policies like?
Our commercial auto policies are designed to cover vehicles used primarily for your business, including liability, collision, and comprehensive coverage. We can also include hired and non-owned auto coverage if your employees use their personal vehicles for work tasks. To give you a better idea of what we can offer, could you tell me what kind of business you operate and how many vehicles you're looking to insure?
And finally, what is your group health insurance like? What kind of coverage does that entail?
Our group health insurance is typically offered by employers to their staff and can include medical, dental, and vision coverage. It can also be tailored to include ancillary benefits like disability or life insurance, depending on your business's needs. To help me understand what might fit best, are you looking for coverage for a specific number of employees? And what would be your primary goal for providing these benefits?
I'm not too sure about this commercial insurance just yet. It was originally supposed to be just for my insurance, so home insurance and life insurance. I think I'll think about it and then we can chat about that later.
That sounds like a plan, Azim. It's a lot to consider, so taking some time to think it over is a great idea. We can always dive deeper into those commercial options during our appointment on Friday or whenever you're ready. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, thank you. I appreciate it. Bye-bye. And so as you saw there, with that demo wrapping up, we once again got pretty good performance out of the system. As we saw it, it perfectly knew the date and time that we wanted to book for, so I didn't even have to specify Friday the 26th. I just told it Friday, 12 p.m., and it went ahead and booked me here for a half an hour consultation, even providing the appointment reason so details don't get lost. Besides that, it accurately answered all of my questions with coverage, and it was very concise about it, which is especially what I've liked because I fine-tuned it specifically to act, because I've set it up in such a specific way that it knows that it's in a conversation, a phone call specifically, and does not overwhelm the caller. But now you're probably curious, how do we even get the system up? How does it talk like that? How does it connect to our calendar? I'll answer all of those questions right now by giving you a quick breakdown of this actual system and how exactly it works. So let's dive right into it. And you don't have to be technical to really understand this. Personally, a lot of the insurance agencies we have worked with so far have been technical, some have been non-technical, but this is relatively simple to understand. So on a high level, you have your voice agent over here, and the voice agent is a combination of how we instruct it to behave and speak, as well as the systems in the back, like the connections to the calendar that we set up along with it. And so by saying that, we can actually split it up into two different chunks. So as I said, the first one will be the prompt, and the second one is going to be what I like to call the back end. Think of it as kind of the stage crew behind a theater. You don't actually see what they do, but at the end of the day, they're just so important to the actual theater, even though the actors are the ones that get noticed. And so the actors are essentially the prompt. They're basically the life of the system. And what you saw here was me executing the back end. As soon as details would arrive to this workflow, it would go down a certain location-specific branch and either book an appointment, check availability, write a policy, or create a ticket. And so to give you some extra details, the backend in our case is powered by a automation platform called NAN. This is something helpful that you can delegate to your IT or someone technical in your staff, and they'll probably be able to figure it out. But if you're more curious about how to actually set the system up and how it works, I've actually just opened up 3 consultation spots on my calendar where you can pretty much ask me anything about the system for 30 minutes. And to those first 3 people that book, I'll actually be giving away this template as well. So if this sounds like a good idea, don't miss out on it. With the backend now handled, as I said, this is just our NAN connection, and the platform I'm using for this today specifically is called ElevenLabs. And as we can see here, this single agent has an entire system prompt that powers it. And this is something I provide to you on the consultation as well. We dive deep into it and break it down. And this prompt basically determines the behavior as well as the identity of this agent. And so without diving in too deep into this, you can see here that we give it certain abilities like creating a ticket, generating a policy draft, and a set of questions to gather information and qualify the person during the call. And the most beautiful part about having this agent is that I can be completely transparent about its pricing. Many software companies right now are just marking up the price tags, charging 30 or 50 cents per minute. But to be as transparent with you as possible, these agents usually cost anywhere from 8 to 10 cents per minute. And if we do the math, that's roughly $4.80 to $6 per hour. So you can see how powerful this system is. And because I firsthand know the impact of this type of technology and how we've deployed it for other people in the insurance space, I'm going to do something crazy. I'm actually going to offer the first insurance agency to book a consultation, a complete free setup of this voice agent for them. Now, it doesn't exactly have to be one-to-one as this system because we can customize it, we can change it around, and we can tailor it to your needs. But because I'm so convinced that this can make powerful changes for even 5, 10, or 20 insurance agency owners in 2026, I'm willing to go ahead and do this. And if you're not yet convinced on how to exactly do this or willing to take this opportunity, let me just show you one more thing that can change your mind. This is the Voice AI ROI calculator. It's an internal tool that me and my company have built over the past year after months of iterating on voice agent and is trained on the exact details that we find to be most important for insurance agencies. And so just to give you a walkthrough of this as well, you can access this tool in the link in the description, by the way. You can just fill this in with some of the details about your business, get some results about the costs that you could save, as well as the revenue that you could gain, and even get personalized recommendations from an AI assistant that I trained on all of the information I could think of. So if you're ready to dominate 2026 as an insurance agency that has unmatched power to generate policies, take in claims, create customer support tickets, book consultations, and answer every single question a caller may have, getting a voice agent is one of the best things you can do. And I know this was a lot of information in just one short video, so even if you just have one question or you need some clarification on how to build something like this, plus get your hands on this workflow and the exact prompt that I used for this agent, you can once again book that free consult. And for the one insurance agency that's faster than the others, as I said, I'll be giving away that one free setup. I can't believe I'm doing this myself, but I hope to see you there. And with that, I appreciate you for watching this video all the way to the end. You watching my video means a lot to me, so I really appreciate that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.